I'm gonna start recording. Welcome. We are just getting ready for the retreat next week, and I wanted to make sure that everyone is all on the same page for all the logistics. You guys can ask questions, and so I'm gonna just go over a few things. But the first thing is I really want to, I'll put this in the notes for the recording, but Helen did an incredible class on gratitude and just on Helen, you can talk a little bit about this, but I would really love for everyone that's coming to the retreat to listen to this. And it is a couple hours, but I listened to it on a faster speed. It's just so it embodies like the energy of what you're going to experience at the retreat and also sets you up for just having the foundation for what we're going to be talking about. This was your the class you sent me, Helen, talking about gratitude and everything, but this is all about raising our frequency, creating peace even in the chaos, and finding how, like, figuring out how to use our minds as a tool, so that no matter what's going on, we can feel into our feelings, we can step into the highest version of ourselves, have the best experience of ourselves. And I loved listening to it. It was so good. So this is kind of a bonus of getting ready for the retreat, but please go to that link and listen to it before the retreat. And Helen, can you just touch?
Yeah, so it's the name I utilized for that workshop was Gratitude is Alchemy. So there's a 19-page, you could either listen or read. Some of us like both to anchor information or prefer one over the other. And so Paige, I'll send you that so you can send a link to it too. And it is about raising our vibration through the practice of gratitude and using the higher frequencies in a gratitude state to then look at fear-based emotion. So that instead of fear-based emotion affecting how we show up or how we um, interpret or perceive or how we react, and raising that frequency into a choice, so then we have free will in how we choose to respond. And so it's the next level of really taking a look at fear-based emotion and using it to serve us in our evolutionary growth instead of always trying to clear it, fix it, fight it, resist it, judge it. So I think that is how I would describe it.
It's so good. It really is, like, there's so much support for learning this information and then stepping into a new way of being when you leave the retreat. So super excited about that. As far as logistics, we have uh, people flying into St. George, we have people driving down, and just the request is that you go onto the email and there's a link for a spreadsheet where you can put in your travel information. But we have some options for, I'm going to be sending out an email that has just a list of different hikes in St. George. If you're flying in there or driving through there and you have a few hours before the retreat or after the retreat, there's just some nice hikes and cool things to see there. So I'm going to send those. But as far as during the retreat, we've had a lot of requests for embodiment and for exercise and that kind of thing. So for people that do want to go out, we have a hike option, and we have incredible Jolene that has huge amount of experience in hiking outdoors in just that area. Her brother works at Zion National Park, so she knows this area really, really well. And so I've had her create a really neat experience for Saturday morning. And so we're going to be doing, people that want to stay at the retreat, we have a regular yoga, breakfast, and the free sessions of doing body work or one-on-one sessions are available during the morning time. And then after lunch, we're doing the full sessions and Helen's class and everything after that. And so we're just switching up the schedule from morning to evening, but we're going to make sure that if people do want to get out and do a cool hike in the area, you can do that on Saturday morning. And then on Sunday, for people that are staying after the retreat, we have an option to do e-biking in Zion, or and an option there for doing some hiking and all the different things in Zion after the retreat has a finish point at about 11 in the morning. So, are there any questions about the schedule before we move on? Um, that will that would be um, it's pretty similar to all the other retreats that we do, but that is something I wanted to go over. Okay, so unless there's questions, yeah, Erin.
Yeah, this is the schedule is also on the email, correct?
Uh, I think it's in the YouTube description. Um,
Ah,
we'll have this. I'll put the schedule in. Yeah.
if
Um,
it's I can just watch the video, but
Oh,
um
well, I'll do that. I'll put that in the email as well as the hiking options. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, it's basically that we have every morning we have yoga, we have all three meals, and then we have sessions with like one-on-one sessions with Helen or one of the body workers. And then we have classes with Helen where she's going to be teaching all of the magic and amazing things that she teaches, and then free time, and we've the pool time and all of that stuff is during the one-on-one time. We are going to have gluten-free, sugar-free options. So we have options, but if you have any dietary
Can you add dairy free in there too, please?
did I not say that? Gluten, dairy, and sugar-free. We have those options. So we're doing some stuff, but it's going to be amazing food, and they're just options. You have other things as well. So what I wanted to actually go through is the body workers, and if you have not made a session with me, schedule with Paige.com. If you do have a preference for which body worker you want, and I'm going to go through the three body workers. Anne has not bought her ticket yet, but I am hoping that she comes. So I'm going to start with Anne. Anne is an incredible, incredible body worker. She's got a PhD in She's an osteopath. She had a three-story osteopathic medical center in Philadelphia for decades. She just got certified as an Ayurvedic doctor in India. She's gone back and forth for the last 5 years. She is the most knowledgeable human I know on the body, and she's feisty and fantastic. She's just like, with all of her degrees and everything else she has, the thing I really want you to know is just that she tunes into the body, and she intuitively knows, out of the thousands of different modalities and things that she knows about the body, like what your body needs. And she just has this really deep holistic knowledge with no boundaries. Like, it's not, oh, because I was taught this when I got my PhD, or because in the medical training I have. It's just like truly an intuitive experience. And so she's had a lifetime of working on human bodies, and she's just magnificent. So she came and she's worked at my canoe retreat, and she's worked on my body. I literally couldn't raise my arms after my surgeries, and one session it was just like that. I was able to do handstands and everything else since then. So I'm really excited for her to be there. The other body worker is Christy Mackle, and she's come to so many of our retreats, especially the last few years she hasn't been able to. But as Helen and Sharon and all of us know that have worked with her, she's so magical. She's I would say the most magical. Like she has this psychic ability to tune into the body and go like, "Oh, this is an intergenerational pattern from like your mother's side on 3 generations back," or something. Like she's just it's pure magic, and she'll tune into your body and tune into what's going on in your mind, and she'll and the work she does is yoga Thai massage, which is the kind of training I have on basically doing yoga on top of your body and on your body. So she's stretching you, moving you kind of like you're on a mat, and she'll be stretching and moving your body into different ways. But she's also intuitively really like touching, tuning into your body. So she's magnificent and definitely someone you want to get to know. And she's going to be at the retreat, but also if you get to do a session with her, it'll be absolutely magical. So again, in this message, if you want to just type in who you want to work with, let me know. But the third one is Natalie Summerhays, and she is a intuitive Reiki sound healer, and she does body work as well as energy healing, and she does sound baths up here and does them for the community often. And I've been getting her texts, and we've been in touch for a long time. And as I was creating this retreat, I offered for her to come and do this and join us, and she's really excited to be there. So I'll send in the email the bios of each one of them. But those are the 3 body workers, and it's just going to be so magical and fun to have them join us. And so each person gets a session with one of them. So welcome everyone. Oh, Laura knows she wants the yoga Thai massage. So that is now there's always things that move up and down, and often we wait until the last week to like announce these things. But this, as we are addressing in the retreat, this is a chaotic time and things shift and move. And so Jolene was going to be with us the whole time. Now her new baby was in the NICU for 3 weeks, her little grandbaby, and so she's back and forth. So there's just things that are happening right now, and we're working with what we've got. But it's really exciting. So Helen, can you just drop in, share a little bit more about anything that you want people to how people can prepare for the retreat? And you're on mute, so.
So, and Paige, and for those of you who have been with Paige and I or done work with us, you know we're going to ask you to do a what, why, how for the retreat. So I highly recommend you start thinking of that now. For those of you who aren't familiar with the worksheet, you can ask somebody who knows, or just set your intention. You know, you're investing time, effort, energy, money. You're asking other people to cover for things for you. You're traveling. You're investing so much in this retreat. We would invite you to get really clear why you're doing that, what you would like in exchange, what it is what you're bringing, the curiosity, the desire, the openness to receive. The more you're in clarity for what you want to give and receive in this amazing group of women, the more you'll be able to have a better experience. So just that level of clarity really raises your frequency and guides your mind into a receiving mode, into an exchange mode. You know, for those of us driving or flying or how we're getting there, for everybody who doesn't live really close, you know, that's a bigger exchange of gas, of using the roads, of supporting the airports and the airplanes. You know, start really thinking about how much is going into this exchange and open your mind to the possibility of receiving in like measure. Like that's an unlimited concept, right? And you know, what else? We're going to have the playbooks. So, oh, journals you did put in the list. Some people are voracious note takers. That's fine. Be sure you have whatever you want to take notes in. I do need a reminder, Sharon, to turn my phone on to record our group sessions for Brooke. I'll make sure I bring a setup to record.
I'll do
Um,
that.
Thank you. And uh,
Thank you.
I would suggest, since you have the opportunity, if you listen to this recording or those of you listening now, I would suggest in the next, what is it, like 9 days, 8 days, 9 days before the retreat, make a list of questions that come up for you. What is it you might have a question about? What's happening on the planet? How you would like to feel more supported or calmer, more peaceful. Any questions that come up about concepts that, things you don't get to usually ask people, bring it with you. And it'll be answered, or if it's not answered in even the first night, then you can definitely bring it into the conversation, or questions you might have for me or Paige. And also with my one-on-one sessions, everybody will have a choice. You can have body work, energy work, straight coaching, whatever you prefer. So it is fun. We'll get to have a lot of different experiences together. And so yes, get clear on how you want to feel when the retreat is complete, what it is that you were aiming to receive and how you would define what that success would feel like, look like, sound like if you were wrapping it up and sharing it. Right? And comfy clothes. Got to have comfy clothes.
Yeah. It's so good. And I hope you wrote that down because that's like start writing, start journaling, start setting the intention. The more like you set yourself up for success, the more success you can find. So I begin now by getting into that space of clarity and just asking those questions. What do I want? Why am I doing this? Like, what what do I want? Why do I want this? Why am I coming to this? Why am I putting all this effort and all this money into this retreat? And how am I going to set myself up? What am I going to pack? When am I going to set up for that? How am I going to show up in the airport? How am I going to get? And so, yeah, you're showing up at this call, you're watching this recording, you're making sure that you're setting yourself up for success. But like Helen said, the really powerful thing to do is see yourself at the end of the retreat in success, feeling like, oh, I'm so thrilled with everything that I was able to receive, everything that I was able to give, everything that I was able to, transform, let go of, and um, and and experience, right? So there's so much that this is just absolutely packed with experiences, with opportunities. But as you're clear on that, it's like, oh, I want to be at that retreat center the whole time, or oh, I want to make sure that I get out and I experience Southern Utah and go on a hike, or I want to make sure that I get outside every day and get in the pool. Whatever it is, start to create that intention now. And then what I love is kind of setting the masculine structure of this is what I want and these are the things that I want to make sure. And then once you get in, you can surrender into the feminine flow and just kind of go, okay, this is where we are, and this is taking longer. This is a lot shorter than I thought. And this is, just everything's going to be in perfect timing once you get there, when you just surrender into the experience. But you've created this kind of masculine container of intention and just making sure that you're getting those big rocks in, and then everything else can kind of flow around it. Does that make sense? So I want to take you through a meditation where you can see yourself in that, and we can do that dream crystallization now in this call, and then you can continue to create from here. So we'll do that, and then we'll wrap up with the final points. But go ahead and let's just take a deep breath. Make sure your lower back is supported, and begin to breathe into the belly and all the way up into the heart. I want you to imagine a color of calm and peace, a color of love. And allow it to begin to fill your heart space. Finding that your breath begins to slow as you tune into it. And find a rhythm of about 5 or 6 counts in and 5 or 6 counts out. Noticing the sounds around you, maybe the fragrance of the air. And just notice it's almost like your heart is the one breathing. And begin to breathe in the frequency of gratitude as you tune into someone that you're so grateful for. Just think of the reasons why you're grateful for that person. Maybe send that loving color of light and peace to surround them. Just connecting with them. It's amazing how people can actually feel this energy as we send loving light and energy to them. Go ahead and just send it to anyone else that you want to send this loving light and energy to. Just connecting with each one of them for a moment. Maybe it's a protective bubble around them or just a loving light that fills them and reminds them of your love for them. Just notice the support of those people in your life. Maybe you think of something that you're grateful for and allow your mind to just be flooded with the reasons why. Maybe it's a place or an experience. Just think of why, because let your mind be flooded with these reasons. As your mind is flooded with this light and this love, your body's flooded with this light and love, your frequency increases and heightens to a higher state, and you begin to allow your mind to see a beautiful place in nature, a place that fills you with awe. Maybe you look down and you see something, a tiny flower, or rock, or plant, and you just notice the tiny details and intricacies of it. You may look out and see the beautiful view, take a deep breath and breathe in the fresh air. And notice that in the distance there's a doorway. And as you see the door, it's almost like there's a magnet that pulls you toward that door. And so go ahead and notice the door in front of you. Notice the size of it and the shape, maybe the colors, what it's made of. As you reach out and you feel the coolness of the handle beneath your hand, you push open the door and you feel the weight behind it. And you notice that you step into a beautiful space. If you've been there before, the retreat center has marble floors, and you step onto that floor and you feel like a queen as you walk through the door, and there's this energy of light and love and excitement. You may see some familiar faces. You may not, but you know that these are friends. These are soul sisters. You look out and you see a beautiful pool and a waterfall, a hot tub, a slide. The light is pouring in. There may be a fragrance of food in the air. Maybe you're handed a glass, a beautiful drink. You just feel a settling in your soul, grateful that you arrived, that you're there. You may see yourself in how you show up, what kind of conversations you have. You may notice yourself writing in your journal and getting clarity, receiving the notebooks, the playbook to the retreat, and sitting and listening, learning, expanding your consciousness as Helen teaches these beautiful concepts of transformation. Notice how deeply you're able to sleep in these luxurious beds. You wake up with energy, excitement, stretching your body in yoga, moving your body throughout the day, swimming. However you see yourself showing up at this retreat, just go ahead and watch as you see yourself at the end of the retreat. Maybe we're standing in a circle. You feel this deep sense of gratitude, joy, even excitement to go home, show up in a new way. Whatever you see, just notice what it feels like in your body to be at the end of the retreat, having received so much, all you'd hoped for and so much more. Where you've been able to connect and give to the women there. You may see yourself on the drive home or the plane ride home. Notice what it feels like in your heart. How excited you are for this next chapter and what you're stepping into. And as you take a deep breath, I want you to just go back through that door into that nature space. As you take a deep breath, I want you to notice that there's a place nearby, maybe near some water or a well, a place that you can sit or lie down. You get a drink of water before you sit or lie down, and you just feel the coolness of the water, cleansing, hydrating, rejuvenating your body. And as you just relax there, allow yourself some time to integrate, to reflect, to notice what you noticed. As you breathe deeply, receive all that you need to receive. And I want you to make a decision now to do one thing after this meeting, one thing today or in between now and the retreat. The most important thing that you need to do in order to set yourself up for this success. Instantly, the answer comes. It's obvious. It's what needs to be done. And so you commit to yourself to do that. And when you're ready, getting up and getting ready to come back to this space and this time, to this meeting, putting a smile on your face and raising your hands over your head, all the energy comes back into your body. Again, committing to do that one thing and open your eyes, and the word is yes. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Beautiful. So I'd love to hear just one word or one sentence, what you were able to see or a commitment, what you're most excited about with the retreat. I just want to give you each a moment to share whether it's your intention or whether it's something that you saw, but just like 1 minute each, just so that we can hear from each one of you that are on the call. I saw Jessica hopped on halfway through. It's so good to have you here. Hi, gorgeous. So Brooke, I know you're going to be virtually
Paige,
attending.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for the virtual opportunity to be part of it as much as I can. I was thinking of last time, what I really remember about the end of the retreat was just this flood of gratitude because it was so much more than I had experienced, that I comprehended I would experience. And so I'm really excited for everyone to just be like, wow, that was an incredibly yummy, wonderful, uplifting, beautiful experience. So I'm just so excited for all of you to receive that and have Paige and Helen just pour into you like they do. It is truly an awesome experience to be part of it. So I'm excited for all of you.
Thank you. We're gonna miss you in person. Mom, hi. Go ahead and jump off mute. We get to have Mama Harris at the retreat. Yay.
Hey, well, thanks for asking. Brooke, I'm thrilled to hear that you can do it virtually. Oh, isn't modern day technology magical? Um, I am this morning, my mind just went to the fact that 10 years ago, I realized I wanted to spend a weekend with my 5 daughters once a year, and I proposed it. And that year, our little start, I said, "Hey guys, I'll pay. Let's just get together and have a weekend together. You no kids, okay? No husbands, okay? Just like I get my 5 daughters." Well, um, I think 2 or 3 people, I can't remember who else, jumped in on this. Paige's friends. So it started as that, and I just sort of think it's amazing because I'm coming back after a hiatus of being not on in it, but I was there for a number of them. And so I'm just all giddy with anticipation to see the place and the Helen again, and that Paige has come through 10 years of all that's gone past. And so my intention is just to have a really, really, really good experience physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Yeah.
Wonderful. Good. Well, we're excited. Okay, Laura, go ahead.
I I'm just excited to come back. Last year I didn't know anyone except for Paige. And I'm excited to see faces. I just remember feeling like I had found this I don't know, this like little secret group of people. I don't want it to be a secret, but it was like I felt so lucky. And I'm excited about all of it. I'm excited about the food and um, I think the body work, um, the times that we just like have special moments talking in between things. The word that you said that really resonated was integration. I think that's something that I generally maybe have a hard time doing. So I want to really focus on how to integrate everything, or maybe not everything, what I can um, when I come home.
Yeah.
Being able to express it to other people too.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Jay, I'm so happy you're coming.
Oh my gosh, I can't even with how excited I'm coming. I was like, I can't take the time away from my kids. And I was talking to my husband. He's like, I don't think we could afford for you not to.
Oh,
So what I'm just grateful to be a part of the Harris Girls Yummy Together time. So and this secret group. Seriously, it's the best. I'm hoping to, before I get on, to have really good clarity about what I want from the retreat. So Helen, I'm going to be calling you, but really what I want is to relax, feel like myself, get recharged to be able to tackle life again, in a way that's more present.
I love that. One of my favorite things ever is when a husband is like, "No, you have to go." Like it's like, and they come back. You're like, "Can you go do things like go on another retreat with Paige?" Then I'm like,
Well,
"Okay."
he's like, I remember
Like,
what happened last time. Let's get you out there again.
that's so awesome. That makes me so happy. So, that's beautiful, and we're really happy to have you come as one of the sisters. Oh, okay, Sharon. Sharon has never missed a retreat, have you? I don't think she's ever missed a clarity
I
retreat.
can't not,
I
to your
know.
point.
So
I
good.
resisted it for like 3 years, and then I was like, oh, I just can't not now. So yeah, definitely lifer, definitely adopted myself into that sister clan with Mary Joy from the beginning. I was like, sorry, I'm coming, whether you want me to or not. And hi, Mary Jo, I'm excited you're coming back. Welcome back. Brookie, we're gonna miss you. The word that I got was just yes. When you said yes, I was like, yes to all the things, yes to a women's retreat, yes to showing up for ourselves, yes to just finding joy and peace that we're all really looking for on the daily. So that's kind of the word that I got was yes, I'm so grateful that I get to come to this again.
Yeah, we're so grateful. Each one of you adds so much. Like the retreat is just completely different because Sharon's there, because Mom's there, because Jay's going to be there, because Laura's there. Like it just creates each one of you adds so much. I just want to really emphasize that. And Sharon just adds so much joy and playfulness and yummy treats and all the
Oh
delicious.
yeah, let me know if you want any treats.
She's a treat girl. She always goes
Not dairy free, just any
not
treats.
sugar free and not dairy,
Yeah, yeah, definitely not sugar
not
free.
gluten free. That's I'm in charge of that part. Sharon's in charge of the other
I
stuff.
can make a list of what we need to do dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, okay?
Yeah, Laura's on it. She's on it. She's got it figured out. Okay, Breezy, you're last but not least. Are you able to hop on?
Yeah, I can. I'm at a park and there's a mower going right by me. It's like the loudest moment. There it goes. It turned off. Um, I am really excited to go this year. And Jay, I think that's so cool. Your husband was like, you gotta go. I think that is a beautiful thing. So I am really excited about well, during the meditation, I was like, oh yeah, I need to get a journal. I don't have an active journal right now. I've been using like a planner, but I'm like, I got to get something to really fill up and write down well, clarity was my word that I was like, oh, I need to really get clear on what I want out of the retreat. And I have a lot of big decisions like going on. So I'm hoping to get clear on like what my intuition of trusting my decisions instead of being wishy-washy back and forth, like, oh, maybe we should, like on a family move and house and everything. So that's what I'm gonna go in with is ask. Sorry, let's take a look. Really learning about intuition and like the gut feeling and honing in on how I do that, how I feel my promptings and intuition.
Amazing. I love that intention. And I love just each one of you sharing because your intention helps me to get clear on, oh, that's a really good one, or come with specific questions. Like if you're trying to figure out what to do in a relationship or what to do about a move or this is the kind of stuff to come to the clarity retreat with. You're going to have one-on-one time with Helen. You're going to have the group session, group coachings available. Like, this is a time to get unstuck. This is the time to come with really specific questions, really specific issues in your life. Like, you will we can guarantee it because we've done this 15 times. Like, we know that you will come and with a big thing in your life and you will leave with clarity. That's the whole point of the clarity retreat. So come with the big stuff. And that's what I've watched Helen and this experience create and do for people over and over and over and over again. So that's what it'll do for you if you come with that. So that's why coming onto this call, getting clear, writing out your what, why, how. At the beginning of the retreat, in your workbook, you're going to have the space to really have it in, like, at the front of your book, so it's really clear. But if you write out your what, why, how, if you don't know what we're talking about, then call me and make sure to set up a time on schedulewithpaige.com. But otherwise, you're golden. It's going to be incredible. And I have just put in Natalie's bio because that's the one person that even if you've been to a retreat before, you haven't experienced Natalie, but Natalie is really incredible and she's going to be doing that, the quantum touch stuff. And she also does.
Is that something that we're all going to have time with Natalie?
No.
Or is it like how many? One of three?
Yeah, one of three. So there's a choice. So if you do have a preference to Christy, Anne, or Natalie, then please reach out. Otherwise, I'm going to randomly put you in, and no matter what, you're going to be like blown away. They also have options to pay them. I think it's 150 for a full session or half of that for a shorter time. But if you want to have an experience with each of them, you can do an add-on with them, and you just pay them directly via Venmo or whatever. So they do have some openings because we have the extra spots. So
question. I would like to do that. How do I schedule? What's the process of going about scheduling with each of them?
do you want one with each all three? Okay, so I'll just set that up. Like, and if you want to tell me now, or if you want to text me or message me or set up a schedule with Paige, but I got you, Jay, so we're good on that. Laura.
I think I missed the first description. Was it Anne?
Yeah, Anne is she's the osteopathic Ayurvedic doctor with a PhD, and she's the intuitive healer that just knows the body. So if you have any body issues, like anything with like she's the one that taught me how to do the stomach massage that can release the psoas, she can get rid of sciatica, she can get rid of she's just a master healer. So she's really incredible. Yeah. And you'll have time to talk to her on a hike or during the time too, if you want to talk to her. But as far as her getting into, she's a fascia expert. That's how she released my whole chest, was she just worked the fascia, and she just kind of sits there and talks to you. She also does this internal release that is really incredible that we can bring up at the retreat. But that was one of the most incredible things I've ever experienced. and I'm we need all women to know that this is available. But she has a method for healing from even birth or sexual trauma, or just, I think every woman has something going on there that can find healing. So she does that as well. So she's just out of this world. Definitely cool person.
So Sharon is coming from Texas. Natalie is from where? Is coming from
Utah.
Where?
Yeah.
Utah. And Christy's from Utah still?
Yeah, Chrissy, yeah. She lives
And Anne is from
Philadelphia. Yeah.
Is she coming in from Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She'll also have, if you're in Utah, she'll be coming back to my place for a few days. So if you do want to set up a session after the retreat, you can do that as well for people that
And
are,
where's Natalie coming in from?
she's Utah too. Hmm. So
Paige, is it best for us to put our request in this chat, or do you want us to message you a different way?
this chat's fine. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So, Brianna, yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's really good. Emotion code, if you haven't heard of it, look up the body code and the emotion code because it's really incredible what Natalie does. I've been working with someone doing emotion code and it's a pretty wild experience as well. So yeah, it's just yeah, this is a really cool part of the retreat, really unique to the Clarity Retreat where we include a session with
I have
the retreat, but you can get extras. Yeah.
I have a
Bree.
question. I haven't read the Emotion Code book, but with that, you're saying like it's quite the experience. Is it usually a one-time thing, or is it would should I expect to need a couple sessions with
Yeah.
Natalie?
Um, well, I've been working with someone and I've done like 6 or 7 sessions and she's so it's like peeling an onion. Um, because we address kind of one emotion and then she clears it on like when I was 5, when I was 7, when I was 12, when I was, like when I got this from intergenerational patterns. And it's just like, okay, and is that cleared? Yes. Is it cleared? Yes. Like it's just really amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing it with the same person, and I've done two, and I feel like the first one was like resolved on the first call, but then like part of the process is her asking, is there anything more? Do we need to do anything more with this? And so it just kind of depends on, like you said, peeling an onion and what's there. And I'll do one more after the retreat with her.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
you can do them virtually.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine are cool.
Yeah. Ah, so good. Okay. Helen, I just feel like there's a final thing that our
Yeah, so for me in your meditation, thank you. That was lovely, by the way. That was fun, feeling the floor and the visuals and remembering. And so this gratitude is alchemy work. It was new information that came to me in November. And since November, I've had a lot of people test it, use it, and the results are amazing. So for us together, there in Hurricane, when we're doing the work, it's already gained some traction. Like Lori used the word integrate. It's just gonna be easier for us to understand and embrace and utilize and benefit from it. So I'm very excited about that.
yeah.
Very excited.
I've put this into the chat again, but please watch this class um, before the retreat. Like I said, you can put it like a little faster, get through it, but make sure you listen to it. Like if it's just on your flight, download it or something, or as you drive, or just today. Like it's so epic, and I don't know. It's just it gets you. I got me so excited about the retreat and learning from Helen and just sitting in her presence and like receiving this information and getting the downloads and being able to ask the questions. And it's just such an honor to learn from Helen. And this is why I started doing the retreats 9 years ago, because she completely changed my life from what she is, the frequency that she holds, being in her presence. I wanted everyone I love to know her, to learn from her. And I was listening in the meditation that I led, I was thinking of someone I'm grateful for. And I just thought of Helen, like she has
I was thinking of
been,
you.
I was just like, oh, I'm sending you so much love because she has been, I always say it, but she's my angel on earth. She's the one that has taught me how to use my mind as a tool to thrive, to continue to navigate this crazy world that we're in that gives us sickness and crazy relationships and politics and all the things that we get to go through, death and life and birth and all the things that are just really incredible. And for women especially, I feel like there's the hormones and there's like it's not just that, it's our bodies and it's all the things. We have so much to navigate. And when you have and you find a teacher that has deep, deep wisdom, that's tapped into source, that's full of love and that can see you with clarity, there's nothing like it in the world. And that's what I want for each one of you. That's why I created these retreats and why we put these on, is because I want you to know, receive, and for us to be able to give our love and our appreciation to Helen. And every teacher needs students. And so a gift to her and as a teacher on the planet is for us to show up and to receive the wisdom that she's worked her entire
So Paige, your and Helen's retreats are more than 9. You've done twice a year for some time. How many have you two done
I think
together?
it's about 15 now. I think
Oh,
this is the 15th. I haven't
Wow.
gone through and counted every single one. So
Would you say that, Helen, that you've done 15 or yeah? 15 with Paige? I mean, I know you're doing things all the time down there in Texas.
yeah.
Yeah, and Paige has done, without me, but together I would say 15 is probably right.
Yeah. Amazing.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is. I have a question for Helen. What's your end in mind? What's your reason for the retreat? Healing in the world or something?
Yeah. So for me, just like Paige said, it is a gift to have students if you have a calling for teaching, right? For me, especially with this retreat, the way vibration's changing, the way I'm evolving, I'm in the delight of how much everyone will be able to receive and experience. And it's just, one of the retreats, Sharon was there and somebody was saying, I'm just amazed how people are shifting so quickly. And Sharon pointed out it wasn't like that in the beginning. And it wasn't. It was hard in the beginning and painful. And we were all working so hard. And now, I mean, this is a very special month. It's unprecedented in loving energy flooding the planet. And it's going to be so fun to witness all of you. The expression I would use is it's like pop, pop, popcorn. You're just going to be having insights and connections and understandings at levels you've been reaching for but couldn't even verbalize. So for me, I'm coming to enjoy the visual expression of my life's work getting easier, faster, more fun. That's exciting.
Hallelujah.
You're right.
Yes. To the easier part.
Definitely. So that is it for me. I just cannot wait to experience it. And like Paige said, Brooke, you'll be with us there energetically, and everybody who's ever come and all the new friends. It's an amazing experience, and they keep getting more and more powerful. I don't think I'm alone in saying that. So yeah, I'm like, I can't wait to see what happens.
So
Great.
good.
Well, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for being on. I'll send out the recording, but again, make sure the link for your travel schedule will be like a spreadsheet will be in the email. The hiking options will be in the email. The dietary restrictions and the request for which body worker you want to have will be in the email. So it's really important you check your email by tomorrow. I'll have it out today, but respond to me. Just do a reply and just answer the 4 questions in there. It'll really help me to just make sure that the schedules are all made and set and everyone's on the right schedule, especially if you want to do the hike on Saturday, because we're going to be doing the body work stuff on that. Now, if you want to be working with all 3 body workers, you won't be able to be doing the hike on Saturday morning. So just to let you know about that. But then you can do the hike either before the retreat starts at 4 o'clock on Thursday, or after the retreat ends at 11 or 12 on Sunday. So that's okay, Laura.
So there's not a scheduled hike on Sunday this time?
Yes. Well, there is for people that are staying.
Okay.
We have something organized for
Perfect.
Sunday afternoon. Brianna.
So when do we need to be there on Thursday if we're not doing the hike? It's 4 o'clock if we want to do a hike on
No
Thursday?
hike on Thursday. It's just if you want to stop and do there's a little bugaboo hike that's just literally in St. George. And so if you're driving through, it's kind of fun. You go in and you see all the little like caves and things, and it's just a fun little hike that if you want to just get out and walk and see the area before you get come to the retreat, then I'm going to give you that link. But it's not an organized thing with the group. I'm just sending you the place to go on Thursday before. And if you want to organize with someone in the group, then you can arrange to meet there or something, but that's not part of the retreat. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Otherwise, be there at 4 at the house.
No matter what, 4 o'clock at the house, we'll get you all set up in your rooms and get started at 5.
I have one
Great. And then when is the hike on Sunday if we stay? When are you thinking we'd be back from the hike?
On Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be home
Great.
to Utah by like 9 or 10 if you do the hike.
Yeah. Okay.
And a question, Paige, so the email is actually coming to our individual email addresses, or do we have to go into Clarity or 360?
Just look for an email and then respond to the email. It'll
Yeah,
be blind
okay.
carbon copy, so you can just reply and it'll just go to me, not to everyone.
I get it.
Keeping it simple, girls.
Brianna, remember last year when you were wearing the exact colors you like matched with Zion National Park?
Yes. I love Zion so much. I'm like, I want to go on all the hikes, please.
Yes.
So awesome. So we're doing
Love it
Snow
there.
Canyon on Saturday and Zion on Sunday, just so you know.
Oh, cool.
Okay, it's going to be incredible. Love you all so much. Can't wait to see you next week.
Love you.
This has been a great call. Thank you, guys.
So is there a call next Wednesday?
Nope. It's just
Okay, great.
have your bags packed and get on the road.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to be on the road.
Yeah.
I'll be on planes. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.